So let's talk about carangi and the rise and fall of a tragic muse, astrologically. She was the Shadabisha moon, which is very much about exile. It's the 100 healers, but it's also the 100 demons or the 100 lights, and so it often feels like it's isolated from everybody else. She had her moon conjunct her psyche, so it was like everybody could actually feel the way that she felt like an outcast from a very young age. She had her Venus in Mula conjunct her Jupiter and her Pallas, which is probably one of the most tragic placements that she could have had. Because Mula does everything on a very deep level. It doesn't do anything on a half measure, and so she loved deeply, she cared deeply, and not everybody is always ready for that kind of energy. And then she had her Jupiter conjunct, so it was like love felt like everything to her. It was overwhelming, and so when it didn't go well, it felt like her entire life was collapsing. It was like her karmic unraveling happened through her love life. And then she had her Purva Ashada Mars conjunct her Saturn and her IC, which means that on like a very home life level, she lived in chaos. She was never able to escape from the kind of chaotic space that she grew up in. And Purva Ashada brings in like this level of invincibility, but also just like endurance. It was like she was fighting through it constantly. She could never get away from it. Like this woman literally had Ardra on her midheaven. So like stormy, destructive life in the public eye. Like she was meant to be mythic, she was meant to be beautiful, and she was meant to crash out terribly. I mean, the poor woman had a Jayashta Juno, so like it was pain. It was like the one thing that she was seeking from the world was the one thing that destroyed her, which was love. She was built to be somebody who was loved more in passing than she was in the real world. And sadly, her chart mirrors a lot of other women who have the exact same kind of life trajectory. It's larger than life magnetism, but then also with some like terrible isolationist elements that make them feel like they were completely alone even when they weren't. Anyway, that's a bummer, but follow for more.